Well, can UTEP rally here in the fourth quarter and win their first bowl game since 1967? Utah State trying to win their 10th game of the season would be just the second time in school history in the season with 10 wins. And we begin the fourth quarter, 14-3 Aggies. They're punting on fourth down. Bentrude puts it over the head of Payne and bounces out at the 3-yard line. Perfectly placed by Jaron Bentrude to pin UTEP in deep to begin this fourth quarter. So the Miners offense, and Jameel Showers comes back out onto the field to begin this fourth quarter with David Diaz-Infante. I'm Mark Neely. Does UTEP have it offensively to make a push here in this fourth quarter?
They've had some opportunities. They've taken some shot plays down the field. They just got to convert on them. When they're there, you got to know how to capture their moment. And that's what teams in transition, young teams got to learn how to do. How do you capitalize on turnovers? Haven't quite been able to do that. And how do you take advantage of opportunities in the red zone?
The worst starting field position of the day from the 3. A yard or so for Aaron Jones. What really has hurt UTEP, they have not been able to extend drives. They have not converted, David, on their last 6 third down attempts.
And that says it all. Third down conversion. Penalties have been an issue too. That's been a direct result of some of those third down conversions. Instead of being 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, find yourself 3rd and 8, and that's a big difference.
Yeah, 8 penalties for 75 yards against the Miners today. Golden in motion. They fake the jet sweep. Showers throws. That ball incomplete. Zach Vigil in that area there. Vigil getting a hand on it. Looked like it was intended for the tight end Cole Rogers.
Yeah, and they had the tight end up the seam. Great play by Vigil of tracking the football and knocking it down, because the tight end was open up the seam with some room.
So a 3rd and 9 now from their own 4. And again, they have failed to convert, UTEP, on their last 6 third down conversions. 4 for 13 on the day.
Watch Todd Orlando dial up some pressure here on 3rd down. The Vigil brothers should be coming.
Showers hands it off. Jones will be short of the first down. Tackled at the 10. B.J. Larson with the tackle. And it's a quick 3 and out for the UTEP offense to begin this fourth quarter. And a lot of that probably predicated on the very nice punt from Jaron Bentrude that caused UTEP to start that drive at their own 3.
Kind of forgotten art, the old coffin corner.
Yes.
Ray Guyish.
Oh, nice. This is Jay Maddox to punt. What punter doesn't want their name attached to Ray Guy's?
Hall of Famer Ray Guy.
Short, high punt. And will land out of bounds at about the 40-45 yard line. Early fourth quarter, Utah State's offense will have great starting field position on the Miners side of the field when we come back. Getting a picture with Santa here in Albuquerque.
Is it Hans and Franz? Or Klans, the third brother?
Well, for fans of Miracles on 34th Street, for fans of The Gift That Keeps on Giving, for fans of a heated holiday reunion and the most wonderful day of the year, this is your game. The most wonderful day of the year tips off with Wizards Knicks at noon on ESPN. Then head over to ABC for NBA Countdown at 2, followed by Thunder Spurs and Cavs Heat, all on Christmas Day. 2014 Gildan, New Mexico Bowl. Great to have you with us, along with Casey Smith down on the sidelines. David Diaz-Infante, I'm Mark Neely. Utah State beginning at the 37-yard line of UTEP with a 14-3 lead here early in the fourth quarter. Usher and Robertson Harris, 1-yard loss on Vigil. Kid Myers, 13 carries, 74 yards, 5 for 12 through the air for 68 yards. Did have to leave the game late in the first half before returning after taking a hard hit. Nansen down the sideline inside the 30, out at the 28. Nice block on the edge from Nick Vigil. 11-yard gain.
And that time Nick Vigil's giving the backfield and uses a lead blocker right there in front of JoJo Natson at the point of attack. Allows him to get to the edge. You see those quicks.
Ford 9 on third down and a 3rd and 1. Hand it off. Vigil has the first down to the 25-yard line. Needed 1, picked up 3 to move the chains for the Aggies before he was tackled by Wesley Miller. Vigil has a 3-yard touchdown run for what has been the only scoring here in the second half. Back to Nick Vigil, but this time tackled. Almost spoke too soon. Almost tackled for a loss. Get close to the line of scrimmage. Adrian James cut through, try to cut him down.
And again, when you involve your corners in the run game, like Adrian James does, defensive corner Scott Stoker, you're going to see him fire off the edge, outside in, and make that play.
Sharp in motion. Myers chased, pump fakes, and then bumped out of bounds at the 29 by Jimmy Musgrave.
Jimmy Musgrave's been all over today, chasing down Kent Myers. You know Myers felt the heat of him coming. Got out of bounds before he could lay a lick on him.
Musgrave has applied a few licks, though, today on the Utah State quarterback. That's a loss of 5, and it's back to 3rd and 10. We got a 3rd and 16 after that loss. Myers keeps. This time tackled at the 29 by Jimmy Musgrave. You know, that's, if Musgrave misses that tackle attempt, that's the type of play that Myers went for, 48 yards for a touchdown earlier in the game.
Yeah, that's exactly it. You see trips out wide, the motion Natson outside as well, trying to clear up the box and run a quarterback draw. But a great job of Musgrave staying disciplined, eyeing the quarterback in the empty set, and making a play.
Diaz missed a 28-yarder at the end of the first half. This attempt from 47 as long this year as 49. Kick away, angling left, and no good. And the UTEP defense keeps Utah State from adding to the 14-3 lead. Still just under 10 minutes to go.
And you'll see Nick Diaz, clean operation. He's going to hook this one left of the uprights.
And a fist pump from Scott Stoker, the UTEP defensive coordinator.
I tell you what, sitting down talking to him was like talking to Doc Holliday or somebody like that. That throwback, that southern accent, that old school mentality about attacking, man pressure.
No nonsense. No nonsense from Scott Stoker. Well, Miners take over at their own 30. Jones running right. Out at the 35, run out by Zach Vigil. 4-yard run.
Yeah, 4-yard run where most people would have got nothing. He dipped in and got around the outstretched arms of Brian Sweet to pick up positive yards.
The Vigil brothers, Nick and Zach. You know, unless these two were to play on the same team, if they each make it to the NFL, this is the last time these brothers get to play together on the same field.
Yeah, what a story. Zach being a former walk-on out of a 1A high school in Utah. turns into a second-team All-American Conference Defensive Player of the Year.
Under pressure, Showers leads forward to the 37, about 3 yards from the first down, a gain of 3. Well, the Vigil brothers really have been the story defensively, not only in this game for Utah State, but this year.
Yeah, the brothers Vigil, they attack the line of scrimmage. I love the energy and passion they play the game with, fighting off blockers, and really the heart and soul of this defense, especially Zach, making plays all over the field. And both defenses have done a great job here today limiting the efficiency of both offenses.
3rd down and 3. UTEP's had a big issue of converting on 3rd down. Missed their last 7, but I don't know. I think he may be a hair short. Just when it looked like he was going to get there, Nick Vigil stopped his forward progress and pushed him back. It'll be very close, but it'll be 4th and short.
And you'll see.
And they're going to go for it. Miners just 2 of 11 on 4th down this year. And Showers with second effort gets it. Big play there for the UTEP offense to convert on 4th down and extend the drive.
Yeah, critical for this UTEP offense to find a way to get some more downs. Look at it. They got the A-gaps plugged. A nice job by Jamil Showers of moving right and finding the soft spot to pick up the first down.
Jones running left. Midfield, 45 inside Utah State territory, and he'll have a first down with that run at the 42-yard line, a 16-yard gallop.
And you'll see Utah State bringing pressure from the field outside right here. Edge pressure, they're going to run away from it, and it's going to allow Aaron Jones to get the edge. Nick Vigil had to try and play the quarterback. Jones gets to the edge, and Zach Vigil's there to make the tackle out of bounds.
Jones, no gain. Zach Vigil, another tackle for the senior. Mountain West Conference Defensive Player of the Year. You know, 7 minutes, just a little over that left in this football game, David. I think there's no doubt UTEP has to have points on this drive. Jones running left, trying to find a crease, gets about a yard, or he's tackled by Nick Vigil. Third down and 9. 2-down territory here, David. Look at the UTEP offense, 4 of 15 on 3rd down, have not converted on their last 8. They converted a 4th down earlier on this drive. Throw caught short of the sticks by about a yard by Ian Hamilton. So if they went for it on 4th down earlier on the possession, you have to think they're going to go for it right here on 4th and about 2.
Watch this UTEP offense pick up the blitz. Cross dog here and a safety down the middle. They call that a trio blitz. They pick it up perfectly. Jamil Showers able to pump the football and complete the pass down the field.
Well, they converted 4th and 1 just a few plays ago. Now it's 4th and 2. From the 34 of Utah State, and the Aggies will call a timeout.
Timeout, Utah State. That is their first timeout.
5:44 left, 4th quarter from the 2014 Gildan, New Mexico Bowl, and a 4th down coming up for the UTEP offense. Well, Sunday on SportsCenter, as the regular season comes to a close, Mike Tirico sits down with Peyton Manning to talk playoffs, his legacy, and a Monday Night Football showdown in Cincinnati. Sunday conversation with Peyton Manning this Sunday at 11 p.m. on SportsCenter. Big 4th down for UTEP. 4th and 2 from the Utah State 34. They trail it by 2 scores in this Gildan, New Mexico Bowl. Showers rolling out, goes deep, throws, complete at the 31, and will be enough for the first down. The catch by Trey Ford is first of the game, and Nick Vigil hobbling as he comes off the field.
What a play by Jamil Showers on 4th down. You'll see him. Play action pass. He's going to get some blocking, allows him to get to the edge. Look, Nick Vigil's on him. Makes the throw under duress, accurate to his receiver right at the 1st down marker.
So the Riders have converted 2 4th downs on this drive, trying to keep their hopes alive. Jones upended for a 2-yard gain by Tyler Floyd. But you saw number 41, Nick Vigil, come off the field after that 4th down play for Utah State.
We'll see if we can see what happened. He extends. Looks like he's grabbing his hamstring.
You know, clock running under 5 minutes to go, and the fact that it's a 2-score game, you know, UTEP has to have a little sense of urgency here.
A little tempo here, I think, would be to their benefit. They've got 3 timeouts left.
Give it to Jones, and now it's reversed. Golden. Well read by the Utah State defense there. A loss of a yard. Jordan Nielsen, number 97, with the tackle.
Great hustle play by Jordan Nielsen, fighting off the blocker. And you'll see him right here on your edge, fighting off the blocker, and then falling back inside to make that play. Looks like it was going to be a reverse pass.
Right.
Covered downfield, good discipline in the back half of Utah State defense.
Yeah, the way Golden was holding that football definitely looked like he wanted to throw it. 3rd and 9. Here comes the blitz off the edge. Shower steps up to run. And out near the 20, close to the 1st down. Zach Vigil running him out, a 9-yard gain. Let's see about the spot. Looks like he'll have it.
And you'll see double-edge pressure coming by Utah State. Look at Jamil Showers. Just step up, eyes downfield, securing the football. Quick decision to run to pick up positive yards. Love it.
They moved the chains, but the clock running again. With just 3:40 to go. Showers again chased, lets it go. Yes, he was out of the tackle box there. There was no receiver in the vicinity, but did get it beyond the line of scrimmage. Okonkwo and Sutera in pursuit of him there.
Yeah, you'll see blitz and edge pressure coming right there by Sutera off the middle, and Kwanko. Again, constant pressure by both defenses have challenged these quarterbacks here this afternoon.
Well, the incompletion did stop the clock with 3:27 left in this 4th quarter. Showers pass incomplete at the 15. Little behind Hamilton. Reaching back for it. And it's 3rd and 10. Casey, what'd you see down below when Nick Vigil came off the football field?
Well, Mark, he was in a considerable amount of pain. He has sat down on the bench, and they put ice on his left hamstring. I'll continue to keep an eye on it.
Casey, thanks. 15th play of this drive here for the UTEP offense. You see Vigil on the bench. That ice, as Casey was just mentioning. Showers to the far side, a nice catch, but then immediately tackled there at the 17 is Jared Shaw. It was Jaron Baldomero, limiting him to a 4-yard gain, and now they'll use a timeout with 3:07 to play in the 4th.
Timeout, UTEP. That is their first timeout.
Time starting to wind down on UTEP, but they're trying to keep their chances alive here, down 14-3.
The 2014 Gildan, New Mexico Bowl is brought to you by Gildan. We make your favorite activewear, underwear, and socks. At Gildan, every thread counts. Belk, the home of modern Southern style. Visit Belk.com today. And DirecTV. If you call yourself a sports fan, you gotta get DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
3:07 to play in this fourth quarter, and on fourth down, UTEP in a two-score game looking for the field goal. Jay Maddox 1 for 1 today, made from 32. This is a 34-yard attempt off the left hash. Out of the hold of Michael Soroka. It's away and through and good. So it makes it an 8-point game, so still within reach with 3:02 left. Will we see UTEP with the onside kick when we come back? Miners with their first points of the half, trail it by 8 with 3:02 to go. .302 to play fourth quarter in the 2014 Gildan, New Mexico Bowl, an 8-point lead. 14-6 Utah State. Following the game, you can tune in to ESPN3 with a post-game trophy ceremony presented by Capital One. There is the trophy. Well, they used one of their 3 timeouts just prior to that field goal attempt, David. So I guess potentially they could kick it away with 2 timeouts, but is it more likely that we see the onside kick right here?
I think you're going to see an onside kick.
Jay Maddox, sophomore out of Las Vegas. And he kicks it deep. Kicks it over the head of Nansen, so they're going to... Oh, and he kicked it out of bounds? He did.
That will drive a coach crazy. You got 53.5 yards. Keep the ball between the white lines.
And that's just the second time all year he's kicked one out of bounds. And it comes at a bad time for UTEP.
Free kick out of bounds.
Instead of being at the 25.
On the kicking team, number 47. Utah State has chosen to take the ball at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10.
Aggies will begin at their own 35. Utah State with the 8-point lead. UTEP with 2 timeouts. Got to give it to Kent Myers here. I mean, there was a point where it looked like he may not come back in this football game late in the first half. And not only has he come back, but he's played well and has his team in a position to win their 3rd consecutive bowl game through the last 3 years.
Yeah, you can't question his toughness. He was hung in there, taking some hits, and kept coming back.
The tight end Houston over to the right side of the formation. Put Natson in motion into the backfield. Give it to Natson, running right. Going to turn that corner. He does down the sideline, across midfield, and jumps his way forward inside UTEP territory, down at the 42. A 23-yard run.
Great job by the offensive line and lead blocking by the back. You're going to see him just going to split the backfield. Zone blocking, they're going to get to the edge, and JoJo Natson shows his speed and intelligence by hurdling the tackler and staying in bounds. Keep the clock running.
First down at the 42 of the Miners. Use as much of that play clock as they can, and too much of it. Went down to 0. Or did they get a timeout?
Yeah, they called the timeout.
Before the expiration of the play clock, timeout Utah State. That is their 2nd timeout of the 2nd half. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Aggies use a timeout with 2:21 to go. They can hang on. It would be a 10-win season for Utah State, just the 2nd in school history. They won 11, going 11-2 back in 2012 in their last year in the WAC.
And they really wanted to win here desperately. Both teams did, obviously, but Utah State, after dropping their last game of the season to Boise State 50-19, they really want to get back on the field and send their seniors off in a positive way. They're winning this class in Utah State history. This group of seniors have been a part of this turnaround under Gary Anderson first, and then Matt Wells taking over the last 2 years. What a job he has done.
Give it to Danson again, this time running to the near side. Avoids 2 tacklers, but not the third. At the 43, Silas Firstly gets to him, and a loss of a yard. Well, now UTEP stopping the clock with 2:10 to go, using one of their last 2 timeouts.
Timeout, UTEP. That is their second timeout of the second half. This will be a 30-second timeout for UTEP.
Well, for UTEP, last year, Sean Kugler's first year, they go 2-10, 1-7. And he said, hey, we had to change the culture. We had to change the composition of the football team. They saw an incredible number of players depart the program by choice of the coach, Sean Kugler. 34 players left their program. And they took their lumps last year. But this year, a 7-win season and a bowl trip.
Yeah, he's done a tremendous job. UTEP's been down a while. And for him to come in and change the attitude, the environment, and set the foundation for what will take place this season is incredible. That's a lot of guys to lead the program. They had 17 ineligible players.
Last year. Yep.
Last year. And now, being held accountable academically and on the field.
And a first down run and more. Joe Hill tackled at the 11 by Adrian James. And Utah State smelling another bowl win. A 32-yard gain by Joe Hill.
And this is that same run out of shotgun formation, a little counter action with it that splits the defense. And Joe Hill heads north and south, stays inbound, secures the football.
Joe Hill, a senior, part of that senior class for Utah State, the all-time winningest senior class in their school history. And add another win perhaps here in the bowl game. And there he goes once again, bouncing into the end zone. Touchdown.
And you'll see again a little counter action by the quarterback and deep back in the diamond formation. And Joe Hill takes a handoff, sees the crease, and gets his way into the end zone.
His 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Looks like it'll put this game away for Utah State. Just a 4-play drive. Diaz is point after, and it's 21-6. Utah State, just over a minute and a half to go in this Gildan, New Mexico Bowl. Utah State in their 4th consecutive bowl appearance, looking like they're going to win their 3rd consecutive bowl game, and a lot of that thanks to Kent Myers today, Dave.
Yeah, Kent Myers, an outstanding job of doing what he had to do in the passing game. His ability to run the football as well. The quarterback run game is going to be big coming into this bowl game. Coaches talked to us about, and he showed some real toughness. He took some licks and kept on coming back. And looks like he's put his team in position to gain their 10th victory.
Gets a big hug from head coach Matt Wells, and Kent Myers is today's Capital One Player of the Game in this 2014 Gildan, New Mexico Bowl. The 4th different starting quarterback for Utah State. After Chucky Keaton went down, then it was Darrell Garrettson, then Craig Harrison, then Myers, who briefly went down himself today. And we saw Ronald Butler playing quarterback for a few plays at the end of the first half for Utah State today.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. And we talked about it earlier about what an outstanding job this staff has done to keep this team moving despite the setbacks, the injuries, at such a critical position. Also, hats off, it shows you the depth they have at that position and the job they've done recruiting. I tell you, Matt Wells and Gary Anderson started, Matt's kept the same formula. They're selling something in Logan, Utah. They got a lot of things going on. They're getting players there.
And a lot of kids buying in. Of course, Matt Wells played quarterback at Utah State. Both these head coaches today coaching their alma maters.
They're getting kids out of Texas, out of Florida.
You know, wasn't too many years ago, you thought football in the state of Utah, and you thought BYU, and you thought Utah. But, you know, Utah State has to be in that conversation, if not right at the top of that list. Showers tripped up by Sutera.
Timeout. UTEP.
UTEP
That is their
would
third.
use their final timeout. And Sean Kugler, their head coach on the left, he played offensive line for UTEP.
You're not going to guess quarterback. The guy on the left's an offensive lineman. The guy on the right's a quarterback. Look at the neck roll. That's from men were men right there.
Oh, that's nice.
Look at him jacked up, arms coming out the pipes. And look at the eyes of Matt Wells, huh? Wide
Focused.
open, ready to play. And Sean, both these coaches have done an outstanding job of building the program. Obviously, Matt had to continue the program as Gary Anderson turned things around at Utah State. But Sean Kugler, what he's done here, I love it. His team fits his image. He's a thick-neck former offensive lineman that wants to play physical football.
Shower's going to take off with it and come to a slide at the 30, make that the 29-yard line, 9-yard gain.
And they're not there yet. I mean, but they're recruiting that way. They're building this team along the offensive and defensive line, but they've got to go in the right direction. They have an identity, and that's the biggest thing you've got to be able to do. Who are you and what are you? And you find kids that fit your profile.
Showers surveys, looks, and now will run out of bounds as he flips it out of bounds, but the flag came out late as well. Little bath for Matt Wells on what's a little bit of a nippy day. Let's look at that Gatorade bath. That's a little chilly.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime, especially on a day
the
like
offense,
today.
number 70.
But Matt Wells will take it. He says, hey, you know what?
The results of the
Come
play
here,
is
big fella,
no
give me a hug.
A couple of big offensive linemen there taking care of business.
Yeah, that was Tyshawn Mosley, number 72, got that last tug. And
Kevin Wimpy.
Chucky Keaton, you got to talk about the part he has continued to play for Utah State despite the knee injury again. Staying with the program. And
being a mentor to
yes.
the young quarterbacks. Film study, he's been in it the whole time. Taking notes, watching film, meeting with the guys on their own.
It'll be interesting to see next year. That's a catch made for a first down at the 45, and then Cole Rogers with the catch. And took a big hit by Brian Sweet. We'll see who lines up as the starting quarterback for Utah State for the opener next year. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. It could be Chucky Keaton again. We'll see.
Absolutely. We'll see. They've got some depth there for sure.
Near sideline, Hamilton.
And that is a good problem to have, my friend.
Yeah, to have that much quarterback depth. And now, a year from now, or not even a year from now, but next season, you got 4 kids who played significant time at quarterback. There's now one of those, Craig Harrison, is a senior, so he'll be out of eligibility, but they will have depth at the quarterback position for sure for Utah State next year. Showers throw across the middle, a little low, sliding catch. Nope, incomplete. Intended for Jared Shaw. Just 3 seconds left in this 2014 Gildan, New Mexico Bowl.
And give UTEP credit, they're still firing away.
If you had told me before the game that the UTEP defense would only allow 21 points, I would have given a pretty good shot at winning this football game today. But the Utah State defense gives up only 6. Final play of this game, going deep. Showers incomplete, and Utah State has beaten UTEP 21-6 and taken the 2014 Gildan, New Mexico Bowl. Jameel Showers, a quarterback for UTEP. His collegiate career comes to an end, but helped bring the UTEP football program back to relevance. With a nice season, they win 7 games, go 7-6. Utah State, 10 wins for the second time in school history, 10-4. But the last time for the Vigil brothers to play on the same field, unless again things happen magically for them at the pro level someday.
Yeah, and I think Zach Vigil has played himself into a draft pick.
Casey's down below with the winning head coach, Matt Wells. Casey?
Well, hold on. He's congratulating the other players. We can't interrupt him too much right now. Coach, a 10-win season after everything that you guys have been through. How proud of your team are you?
Big time. I mean, I don't know the right words right now. I don't, you know, it's unbelievable just the resiliency and everything that they did in the face of adversity. They refused to flinch at any time, and it's a testament to their character. It's revealed in tough times.
You're talking about resiliency. Your 4th quarterback of the year, Kent Myers, with a great game today. How excited are you for his future?
I'm really excited, you know, for his future as well as the rest of them. Heck, we played with the 5th. We played with the receiver the last series, but you know, he's just like the rest of them. He's a resilient kid and came in and you know, helped us win a bowl game.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thanks so much.
Casey, thank you. 10-win season for Matt Wells' Utah State Aggies, and they win the 2014 Gildan, New Mexico Bowl over UTEP 21-6. Coming up on the other side of the break, we're going to send you to the studio with John Saunders, Butch Davis, and Robert Smith. For Casey Smith, David Diaz-Infante, and our entire ESPN crew, I'm Mark Neely. Thanks for sharing this one with us. Utah State winners of the 2014 Gildan, New Mexico Bowl over the Miners, and so long from Albuquerque.